Hello and welcome to In Conversation, where we chat with so many exciting people. My name is Krista Blondin and I'm your host. And today we are talking with radio and TV presenter and owner of the Student Ally, Pragya Dewan. Welcome to the show, Pragya.
Hi, Krista. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy that you could join us today. And you know, I've been reading a bit about what you've done. You have done reporting here in Canada as well as back home in India. Can you tell me a bit of both of those experiences and what drew you here to Canada?
Yeah, so I was working as an entertainment and lifestyle reporter in India for four and a half years, and I was getting way too comfortable with my job. And because I'm really interested in film writing, so I thought that it's time for me to take up a course, a screenwriting course actually. So I enrolled myself for Toronto Film School. I sent some applications and I had some screenplays written, so I sent that too, and I got selected. So I thought that maybe that's the time. Like it's I've done a lot, so I have to go to Canada, and that's how I came here. And I was really lucky because when I came here, within 2 months I got a job at a radio station, a community radio station, and again I got to do what I love the most, which is like being on air and presenting. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad that you're here to do that. And wow, so you are one brave woman, which, you know, and obviously by doing so many interviews that you've done and can you tell me a bit about, well, who would be your favorite interview to date?
Well, there are many, but because I'm in Canada, so I would say Justin Bieber.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, also it was really challenging for me to get him because he was in India for his Purpose tour, and he didn't give any interviews, so I was the only one in India to get him, and I only got like 5 minutes from him, so I did a quick Facebook Live, and it was quick. He was in rush, but at least I got to talk to him. So yeah.
Wow, that must have been a real rush for you.
I know, it made me like a star on television because everybody was like, oh, how does Justin look like, and you know, how does he talk and all that. So yeah.
Oh wow, that's great. I love it. I love it. Now, the Student Ally, this is a company that you started here in Canada. Can you tell us more about that and why you started this business?
Yeah, so I came to Canada as an international student, and while I was prepping to be in Canada, I realized that there are a lot of agents who help international students in terms of visa filing, but they don't help in other things like accommodation, like, you know, how to get a job in Canada. So it becomes really difficult for an international student because, you know, you're switching countries and you don't know anything about Canada, the culture, how people are like, you know. So I thought this is a great opportunity because I'm an international student myself. So I thought I should start Student Ally, where I can help these students, and with accommodation, with career, and with other stuff that an international student might need.
What a fantastic idea! Now, where can people connect with you to find out more information and receive your services?
So we are available on all social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So you can reach out to us on these platforms. You can also send us an email at thestudentally@gmail.com, and we usually reply in like 24 hours.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so happy you were here.
Thank you, Krista. Thank you for having me.
Now, coming up, I have a little bit of something to share that I did over at DV Sonic Studios this week. And after that, we'll be back with host AO and another great special guest.
How's it going, everybody? Krista and Dave coming at you from DB Sonic Studios. And this week on Mini Tributes, we're bringing you the music of Rod Stewart. I had nothing to do on this hot afternoon but to settle down and write you a line. I've been meaning to phone you, but from Mississauga, hell, it's been a very long time. You wear it well, a little old-fashioned, but that's alright. Well, I suppose you're thinking, I bet she's sinking, or she wouldn't get in touch with me. Now, I ain't begging or losing my head, but I sure do want you to know that you wear it well. There ain't a man in the land so fine. Remember those basement parties, your brother's karate, and our all-day rock and roll shows. Those homesick blues, radical views haven't left a mark on you. You wear it well, a little out of time, but I don't mind. 'Cause I remember when you were once mine, and I blew it without even trying. Now I'm eating my heart out, trying to get a letter to you. You've been gone, let's try to carry on. Let's talk about that birthday gown that you bought me in town, and why I sat down and cried on the stairs. I know it didn't cost the earth, but for what it's worth, you made me feel a millionaire, and I wear it well. Jackie on ass has got nothing on me, oh no. Anyway, my coffee's cold and I'm getting told that I gotta get back to work. So when the sun goes low and you're home all alone, think of me and try not to laugh, 'cause I wear it well. I won't regret if you call collect, oh no. 'Cause I remember when you were once mine, and I blew it without even trying. Now I'm eating my heart out, trying to get next to you.
Great music by Krista. You're welcome to the second segment of In Conversation. My name is Ayo, and today I have a special guest for you. He's from Sudan. He's a journalist, and he has worked in several international broadcasting firms. I have with me today Fakhruddin. Hello, Fakhruddin.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I know you've been in Canada for a while, and you came in from Sudan. What were the reasons why you came into Canada?
Yeah, I came in 2019, and the goal of coming to Canada is to pursue my education and acquire like the Canadian skills actually, because I want to improve also my journalism skills. For that reason I came and I chose Canada.
Well, that's great. I know in Sudan you speak Arabic, not English, and so like coming to an English-speaking country, it's probably going to be a challenge. But aside from that, what were the other challenges that you faced when you came into Canada?
Yeah, actually in Sudan we speak Arabic, so the language barriers, of course, is one of the challenges that an immigrant might face. But in addition to that, I'm gonna say the weather, of course. The Canadian weather is really too hard, because I really came from a very, very hot country from the Middle East. So, and beside that, I can say the environment, because I'm not used to the Canadian environment. So it's really hard for me to adapt. At least the first year or the second year might be the toughest years in your stay in Canada.
And coming in from a hot region to Canada.
Yeah, it was really tough. It was really tough.
Yeah. So how did you overcome those challenges, really?
Well, actually, I start improving my language first. So I joined an English for academic purposes at Algonquin College in Ottawa. So I can meet the colleges and universities English requirements to join the program that I want. So when I graduate from Algonquin from English academic purposes. I just applied and I joined Conestoga, and I'm taking right now a graduate certificate in broadcasting performance and digital media. The weather, you can, of course, you can do anything. You just have to wear like a good jacket and so on. But yeah.
That's actually great. For now that you've been in Canada for a while, you've seen the challenges, and somehow you triumph in certain.
That's right. And I came actually in a very like hard situation in certain times during the coronavirus, COVID-19. Like by being alone without your family, it's really hard for you. Especially when you came just like new. You don't have yet friends. You don't have someone, for example, to talk about and so on. So by going to school, okay, I just virtually I found a lot of friends. Actually, I'm so happy. Now I have like my friends. I now, when the government of Ontario just tried to, so I'm now trying to meet my friends like outdoors and so on.
Physically, and that's actually great, really. For those coming in like newly to Canada, and they probably want to learn one or two things from you. What advice do you have for them?
I've been living here in Canada for 2 years, and I can definitely say Canada is one of the best countries for anyone. There is a lot of opportunities for anyone. So it's really a good place to live in, to study and to work too. Or if you have kids, it's really a perfect place to raise your kids too. So I actually recommend anyone who wants to come to Canada for work, for study, this is the right place you can come. But before you come, you have to plan where you, for example, want to go and live. Do you want to study? You have to search for the colleges, for the universities, which one is the better for you, and then decide, because as I told you before, Canada is the second largest country in the world. So they have a lot of universities, a lot of cities, so you have to be careful in which city or province is better for you.
That's good advice. One last thing before I let you go. What do you miss most about Sudan ever since you came into Canada, really?
Well, I miss everything about my own country, to be honest. So of course my family, because during this COVID-19, since 2 years I didn't actually see my family. It's really challenging. And what I miss about my country, I'm gonna say the Nile, of course. The Nile,
River Nile.
Yeah, it's really for not only for me but for all the people of Sudan. The Nile is the most important thing. So we just sit by the Nile, see the Nile, and that's it.
That's great. That's great. Thanks for coming.
Thank
you.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and there you have it. My guest, Fakhruddin, he had advice and for people who want to come to Canada. And until next time, where I will bring in to you another exciting edition. From me, it's goodbye.